Hello there, welcome to Wicks Way. And today it's gonna be a really biased review. Sorry. Say hello to the German Nightmare, the 2016 Audi RS7 Performance. I call this the German Nightmare because it will scare the bejesus out of everything else on the road. This is a 4-liter V8 twin turbo producing 600 horsepower, and it's all-wheel drive, so 0 to 60 only takes 3.5 seconds. And launch control is ridiculous. Launch control in the RS7. First, put it into dynamic. Here, the exhaust valves open there, and then hold ESC until you get a warning light. Warning, letting you know you're absolutely insane for doing this. And then you hold down the brake as hard as you can and mash the throttle. It should go to 2100 RPM and then let go of the brake, and your eyeballs should hit the back of your brain pretty quick. So. Oh my God in heaven. I'm pretty sure that's how the Earth starts its rotation every morning. It has someone go out in RS7 and is like, hey, do launch control. And it's like, oh, got it. And it just starts rotating. I'll start with the exterior because it looks, oh man, I don't even have words to describe it. But it looks fierce and elegant all at the same time. The body lines are on this RS7. Even the A7 and the S7, it's, oh man, it's my top 3 of best looking cars. The way it slants and everything, oh, it's so good. As for the interior, the beauty just keeps on going. I mean, the quilted leather on the seats, the bolstering, the sports seats. If you get the massage seats, you don't have this. And why do you want massage seats? Why? No, this isn't a S550, it's an RS7. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. And there's carbon fiber. Of course, you can have different inlays, but the one you should get is carbon fiber, which this one has. It's on the doors. The center console looks phenomenal. The steering wheel with the flat bottom. And this has the $6,000 option for the Bang & Olufsen sound system, which is worth it, every penny. Listen. See? Don't show my wife that. Actually, I hear some complaints every now and then about the seats in the RS and some of the S models, saying that the bolstering's too wide. Then again, those complaints come from people who are really skinny and are in shape. I am in shape, but it's a fat shape, so these fit perfectly. And with the dash layout, it's very simple to use. It will take you a minute to get used to the Audi system, but if you're familiar with, BMW or Lexus or anything like that, you'll of course figure it out. But I am not necessarily the largest fan of the paddle shifters. They're not well adequate for the steering wheel. I mean, they are steering wheel mounted, which is a downside, and it's way too small. Putting your fingers on this, I can barely fit 4, and it feels like I'm just flicking my ear. Putting into dynamic, it hunkers down low. It doesn't allow it to squat too much on takeoff, so best bet if you ever just want to do a 0 to 60 in the RS7, go to individual, put everything on dynamic except for the suspension. Leave that in comfort, because the more squatting in the rear, the faster you're going to be in the long run. As far as large as this car is, the body roll is a little bit more apparent than the BMW M6 Grand Coupe, because that, like I said, is ridiculously tight. However, it's not nearly as scary as the BMW M6 because this is all-wheel drive. So you have that reassuring factor in. As with the M6, it could just slide out at any given moment. But you do have to almost be kind of cautious when you apply the throttle. I mean, just a little bit coming out, or else it seems like the back end will swing on you, which is surprising for an Audi all-wheel drive system. Usually those are distributed pretty well between the powertrains. I guess maybe not with this. Kind of a tight S-turn right here. Yeah, you got to be careful whenever you apply the throttle coming out, because it could slip. Let's have the 8-speed Tiptronic transmission, and it may not be as quick or as good as the ZF, but it's still a good contender. We'll give it a run for its money. This marks number 3 as far as the competitors in this category. which is the RS7, the BMW M6 Grand Coupe, and the CLS 63. We've driven all of them, and the rank is bottom of the barrel CLS 63. Not to say it's terrible, but there's too many quirks that we don't like about it. The second, a very, very close second, is the BMW M6 Grand Coupe. It's phenomenal, but how it's second is because the RS7 has a few characteristics that distinguish it from the other two. One being the slanted back on the CLS and the M6. It's just a slanted back. You still have a trunk. But this, the entire back glass opens up. You can fold the seats down, and it's like you're driving a station wagon. There's so much room inside. Also, it's the most powerful. There's that too. So here we go for the pros and cons in the 2016 Audi RS7 Performance. Pro, it's fast. Very fast, immensely quick, and can find traction wherever you feel like. Con, another pro is that it gets amazing fuel mileage. And that's really quite innovative if you think about it, because it's a 4-liter V8 twin turbo on an all-wheel drive system that produces 605 horsepower in a very heavy sedan. Another con is finally the last pro is that this is for sale, or at least it was, because I'm probably going to talk numbers and might just buy this car at Empire Exotics. Let's kind of recap on Wicks Way for just a second. Last week was the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, and this week is the Audi RS7 Performance. Mind you, that is 2 out of 3 cars that the second I win the lottery would go buy. So now I'm just searching for a Jaguar XG220. If you have one, let me have it. That wraps up our review on the 2016 Audi RS7 Performance. So, if you enjoyed that, enjoyed watching it, please like, share, subscribe, all the usual things we ask you to do. And follow us on Drive Tribe, like us on Facebook, tweet us on Twitter. There's probably many other platforms too, but regardless, thank you. And a huge shout out to Empire Exotics for everything. I really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you.